more than anything else. I wanna hear them, I wanna be sure. Every hope, every doubt, every truth you've learned. Tell me stories the night never knew. Tell me dreams that still pull you through. What you want, what you fear inside. Every whisper you've tried to hide. Don't keep your heart behind closed doors. This world was made for something more. Raise your voice, let it fly. Sing your truth into the sky. Every sound, every choice, every heart gets a voice. Raise your voice, come along. This is where we all belong. Hand in hand, loud and free. Sing it out, sing with me. Sing with Ray. Tell me of the world you see, not the one it's meant to be. The words you carry, the sounds you make, every promise you're brave to take. Tell me things you never said, the thoughts that dance inside your head. If it trembles, if it rings, every voice is everything. If your heart is shaking now, that's just proof you're living loud. Raise your voice, let it fly. Sing your truth into the sky. Every sound, every choice, every heart gets a voice. Raise your voice, come along. This is where we all belong. Hand in hand, loud and free. Sing it out, sing with me. What do you feel? Feel alive. What do you want? To be heard tonight. Let it ring, let it ring, let it show, let it show.
There we go. So that should be working. Let's see.
Yeah, that's...
What if I turn this on? Okay. I know those might end up getting moved around because of the bot here in a minute. But hello! Welcome to another episode of Blightward! Before I invite the recording thing in here, would anyone like to give a recap of what happened from the last session, especially for our good old friend Cormac?
Very helpful.
No? No takers? All right. Let's read from the notes that it has here. So the session began with Mr. Henry inquiring about the party's findings as you guys prepared to leave the house with the missing tenant. And that basically you guys confirmed that he was not anywhere within the house, and that he had seemed to have packed his belongings as if he was prepared to leave, but didn't actually leave, or at least not according to his own will. So Mr. Henry expressed his concern over the well-known instrument maker's sudden disappearance. Mip startled Mr. Henry by releasing bats from his hat, while the party decided to investigate fits and fiddles in the market district. Upon arriving, you guys found that the shop's front door was locked. And after a little bit of figuring out how to get into this locked building, you found an unlocked window to which you guys climbed through and then began investigating. The main floor seemed to be mostly undisturbed. Instruments were kind of hanging off onto the sides. But there was a little bit of blood near the staircase and near one of the shelves. Mip observed those around like the grand piano and such, and kind of proceeded to follow along it. And then eventually, the rest of the party followed the blood trail upstairs, where they did find a bunch more blood on a table. And you guys encountered multiple locked doors. Both Turtle and Mip transformed into various creatures to slip underneath the doors to find out what was on the other side. Turtle immediately noped out of the one room, and Mip came back and kind of told them to basically open the door as there was someone escaping. As this suspect escaped out of the roof trap door, I guess is the best way to kind of put it, roof hatch, maybe. You guys chased him, and Mip was like the Flash and just sprinted, dashed towards this character, and almost met his demise right then and there, as he had a spell casted at him and was becoming slowly petrified. Managing to finally break free of the grasp, you guys lost track of the suspect and returned back, also learning that you guys did not unlock the front door the first time. And so you guys went back to investigate further. Upon opening the door that Turtle had gone into, you found that there was a wooden puppet sitting in a chair in the middle of the room. And the puppet was also turned into an instrument. And upon further investigation, you learned that this was Mr. Alder Fitz, who had been transformed into this stringed instrument puppet. You guys found a couple items, spell scrolls, and you decided before you left to use the alignment regulator, the mirror, to look at the room. As you looked into the room, you saw the puppet begin dancing and playing a song, to which was heard throughout the room and the hallway, so the entire party was able to hear it, which then proceeded to creep you all out. You guys all noped out of there, leaving the puppet and covering it. Did you cover the puppet up, or did you cover the mirror up? I think you guys covered the mirror up, right?
We did not cover the puppet up. We covered
Gotcha.
the mirror back up.
That's what it was. And then you proceeded to tell the city guard about it, and then later the Adventurers Guild. But before informing the Adventurers Guild, you guys went back to Mr. Henry and let him know about his tenant's death, which you guys pretty much traumatized him with going into some great detail about what happened to him. But yeah, you filed your paperwork, your report at the Adventurers Guild, where you then received your payment for your investigation, and you concluded with you guys, I believe, kind of leaving the Adventurers Guild and determining. I think you guys were planning on going back to the inn to have your long rest, which you have not had as of yet. And I believe that is where we left off. And Cormac, I should say, before you guys went back to the inn and stuff, Cormac finally caught up with you guys.
I'm just
So-
formulating a long enough message for
All good. So with
you.
that,
So you need 30 seconds.
No, you're good. I'm actually going to get Archivist in here.
Archivist is now recording.
Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so it does look like I have to adjust a couple of these. Maybe.
It's a pretty long message. So.
Okay, all good. Okay. Got that. Okay. I might touch. You know what? Let's start with that vector. So with that, so Cormac, you slipped away from the party during the time that the party was investigating. You thought you saw someone, and so you kind of went searching for them. I would say, give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Yes.
That's a natural 1 for a total of 5.
Okay. So you went looking for this individual. You thought you recognized them in passing. It was like one of those where you had to do like a double take, and you're like, I think that's who I think it is. And so you went chasing after them. They got lost in the crowd. You thought you stumbled upon them, and you reached out to like kind of grab their shoulder and pull them, as if you're going to start talking to them. And you realize that it was completely not the right person. You apologized and went about your business. With your knowledge of cities and such, and with your background, you managed to find a small hole in the wall. And actually, let me pull this up here. Here we go. You find you started kind of looking at different places that you would recognize as where your guild essentially would be located, and you spot a sign called the Rusty Tavern, and you notice as you're looking at the sign, you see a symbol with these 3 dots in the form of a triangle in the middle of the logo of this establishment. Recognizing that as a marking for the Hollow, you walk in, and the barkeep kind of like nods to you as a greeting, and he says, let's see here. He takes 2 fingers and taps it on his chest. And you recognize that as a message to you, saying that he is part of the Hollow, and he waits to see you do anything in response.
Sorry, can you repeat what he did?
He took 2 fingers and he tapped it on his chest.
And I assume I would know the correct way to respond.
Yeah. You do the same thing back. You tap 2 fingers on your chest, kind of signifying the same kind of response, saying that you too are also with the Hollow. He nods to the right and he says, shipment is ready. If you care to deliver the package. Otherwise, I'm sure they have another job for you back there. Deliveries and all.
I can do one.
He, you see that he kind of points to a door that leads kind of back into the kitchens. And there's an individual who is not necessarily standing by the door, but he's sitting at a booth, drinking to himself. And you notice that his eyes are trailing you as you go to move to the door as instructed by the barkeep. Though once you reach for the door and have your the interaction, his gaze moves from you to others into the room. As you open the door, you see it's a very small landing, but then proceeds to go leads to some stairs that go into towards like the cellar of this place. You open the door at the bottom, and you see a couple individuals that are down there. You look around, and let me pull this up here. There we go. You look around, and you're looking for this unique individual of yours who has been your trusty partner in crime for so long. And you find this little kobold. And you see him engaging in some bone dice as he's playing. And you see him get all excited and reach into his pocket and pull out like a bunch of different objects. A really shiny rock, a small little statue made out of what appears to be bronze. You notice like a monocle, a cracked orb, and a few bits and pieces of copper, electrum, silver, and he just throws it into the center, and he begins like emphatically shaking dice in his hand as he's trying to win.
I'm gonna watch and see how it goes.
Okay. He throws the dice in, and you see the anticipation well up as his eyes get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you hear the crowd go ah! As you see Crookshanks just immediately drop his hands to his sides. His head just hangs low, and he looks in defeat as he just lost everything that he put into the center.
I'm gonna walk up to Crookshanks, pat him on the shoulder. It's okay, you can get money back. You can't get your time back, so don't be too disappointed or you're gonna lose that too.
Oh, Crookshanks wanted all my shinies!
We can get you more shiny.
I suppose. What you doing here, Cormac?
Oh, party's going through. Getting some jobs, money, you know. I need you to deliver some things for me, again, back to my family, you know, the usual. Some cash.
Yes, Crookshanks would be happy to help.
I've got another one of these, actually. I'm gonna pull out the vial of Mersal.
Ooh. He
Know how
goes
much
to
you
like
like
grab
it.
at it.
Wait. And then I'm like back from half a second. Now, with some of the money, I'd like you to buy a bag of candy and hand it, like, ship that with it. Because it's probably been a long time since my little boys had some candy.
Ooh, the sweet
A
treats.
treat. Yeah,
Yes.
sweet treat. You know, you can grab one yourself, just don't eat all of them.
Ooh, yes. Crookshanks will, yes.
Can you promise me that you won't do anything improper with the money and the candy?
He,
I.e.,
he,
eat it or
he takes
do
a
any
claw
gambling with it?
and he crosses his heart. Crookshanks promise. Crookshanks gives his word.
Your promise has brought me this far. I can trust it. I'm gonna hand him the Mersal. I'm gonna hand him a small pouch of gold.
He very quickly like scoops it up and he holds up the vial of the salt and he like examines it in the light, kind of twists it around, shakes it up a little bit, and you see him like dancing with small little glee as his new possession is entertaining for him.
Well, I'm also here to get a little bit of a job, so you know anywhere to point me in the direction of something that isn't too time intensive? I can't really take much time away from the party. They might suspect something. You know.
Well, let's see, where did I put this? I had a note somewhere. I just can't remember where I put it.
Could be anything. I mean, if so, they just need something found, someone killed, be it a official
Well,
or otherwise.
Crookshanks has heard some
Maybe
things.
nothing too high.
Crookshanks has heard
Is
some
anyone
things, yes. One second here. I think I had it maybe in here. Ah, yes. Crookshanks has heard. He's heard that there's been a name floating around in the districts again, yes. And someone. One of us? No. Was one of us. Yes. From his few people swear they've seen them recently. They're working quietly.
Alright. Anything
Word has it they're taking jobs and they're causing a little bit of havoc for us. Maybe you'd be interested in looking into it.
I can do a little bit of searching. Who's putting out the money for this, though?
Why, the Hollow would be.
Just the officials are doing it? Fair. Alright, I think I can... So, just information? Or are we wanting him removed?
Word has it, it's the Silk Song.
So...
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Seems... vaguely familiar. Not ringing many bells, but... Alright, I'll see what I can find.
Yes. 1 second, I just gotta find where it is. I just did
Is the
like a whole
Hollow
bunch of
wanting
notes.
them brought in, though, or do they just need info?
Brought in would be nice. Like I said, they've been causing lots of havoc, especially for us. Putting a bad name. Bad name's no good.
I'll see what I can do. Silk Song. I'll ask
Give
around.
give me a history check.
Be a 8.
Okay.
6 plus 2. I'm gonna use a different dice next time.
Already putting dice in jail. He's rolled
Yep,
twice.
it's twice. Oh man.
Okay. The name doesn't sound that familiar to you. You've been with the Hollow for a while.
Probably heard it in passing.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say you heard it in
Once.
passing. With that role, something about the name. It's not that particular name in general, but it's you could swear there's a different name that is associated with this individual, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You think it's got, and you've heard of people leaving the guild, though when they do, there's usually like a very big bad rap to it. Like once you're in, you're kind of in. You can't really necessarily leave. But this,
Firing is never really an option.
yeah, and so you get the feeling that this individual is not to be trifled with, because of the fact that they've been kind of at large for a long time now. You know that this name is an old name. You remember something about this individual from years and years ago, and the fact that it's now being brought up again kind of gives a whole new light and seriousness to the problem. And the fact that the Hollow is the one that's paying for this leads into the idea that this person is causing some serious problems for the Hollow. Your guess is probably essentially drawing more attention to them than they should.
Yeah, no. I'll see what I can figure out. But thanks. Thank you for the lead. Do you have anything that might pay out a little sooner as well, just for a smaller job?
Crookshanks thinks for a minute. Let me pull this up. I mean, Crookshanks always pay for shinies. I heard that one of the local temples is bringing a new relic. If you could get your hands on that, pay very, very handsome for it.
Relic seems achievable. Could you write that down? I just need to step away. Just, relieve myself.
Yeah.
I need a couple minutes.
He begins rifling through his pockets, and you see like a button falls out of a pocket, a bunch of small pebbles as he begins grabbing, trying to look for a quill and some paper to write this down on as you proceed to walk away. Let's see here. Okay. Oops. And no worries. And then I will just type that over to you. And then as you go and do that, Crookshanks will slip the note into your pocket as he goes back to gambling. And I would say throughout the rest of the time there, you are getting a little bit more information as far as what this job is going to entail, which will I'll send that over to you. And then you will then reconvene with the rest of the party, which you find on your way back to the inn, the Gilded Swan, and you kind of cross them on the way back from the Adventurers Guild. So that will kind of catch up everyone together in one spot near the Gilded Swan. So with that, what would everyone like to do?
Okay, what are we doing today? This is still the same day, right?
Yes. I would say at this point, you're getting, into the evening now. I think we ended it at, 5, 6. So, you guys are getting into the evening now.
I think we were heading back to the inn after dropping off whatever we needed to at the guild.
Yeah, we can always do that. Get some rest, and then maybe tomorrow explore the city a little bit, maybe find some shops.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to everyone else?
Good to me.
Yeah.
All right. To the end we go.
All right. You guys make it back to the inn. Oh, snap. I gotta go. I put it in the wrong window. You guys go back to the inn, and as you guys proceed back to the inn, two things. First thing, you guys see from the south, I'll say, you see a large pillar of smoke, like black smoke, that is trailing up into the sky. You also, as you guys proceed to enter into the inn, you hear a performance going on within the lobby. You can hear it from within the lobby, but you can hear it coming from the first time you guys visited the inn. There was a set of doors that were closed next to the stairs, and it had like a rope barricade. But these doors are now open, And as you look inside, you see a small like auditorium, and you see the lights are dimmed down. There is like one light that is shining on this person standing on the stage, and you hear her singing to all of these people within the crowd, and you can hear it echoing into the lobby.
I mean, Turtle's presumably hiding underneath the cloak of our bird friend because I don't want to scare people.
Yeah.
Well, that and there's a lot of noise, so I'm hiding regardless.
I guess, is there an empty seat anywhere? Like an empty group of seats?
Yeah.
Booth?
You walk in, and there's quite a few seats. Are you looking to like hang in the back? Are you looking to move to the front?
The back area.
Okay. As you walk in, you do see a couple seats off into the back. Let me pull up some descriptions here. Oh, actually, I think I have them. One second, I just got to get the images here. Here we go. Okay. You see a couple seats in the back, and you see one right next to an elf, very dark-skinned. He's got short, kind of choppy black hair, and he is wearing some darker armor. He's got these like glowing golden ember eyes, and he's kind of just sitting back there, leaning back, has his chin like in his hand, and you can tell that he's not entirely interested in the performance that's going on, but he's there, he's present. And sitting next to him, on the other side, is a tall Lupin, like, yeah, so I'll say like Lupin individual, who is got dark gray fur. He's also got golden eyes, and you see him, he's leaning forward, and he's got his hands like clasped together, and he's like intently watching this person that is singing. As you look up the stage, or as you look through the rest of the crowd, there's a couple other empty seats that are kind of like in between people, so you'd have to like, walk in front of them to get to those seats. And you see standing on the stage is a woman with long, like, kind of goes down almost to like her thighs, with this like very rose pink colored hair. She also has golden eyes. Her armor what she's wearing, her garb seems to be like a cross between like a cloth armor and leather armor, black, very much decorated with gold. It comes up, and she's wearing like an overcoat that comes up that has it's white, and it drapes down, kind of half sleeved, and she's wearing these long sleeved gloves that are also black, but it's very much delicately embellished with gold. And she is up there singing. I don't know if this is going to be loud, so I apologize if it is. But you hear her sing.
Concerts usually are. I'm kidding.
I heard a
So where do we want to
song
sit?
across the night, a trembling spark, a fragile light, a melody too pure to take, a heart
with
that
the party
will
room?
not break.
Yes.
You held your notes with trembling fire, a voice untouched by dark desire. You sang as though the world was yours. How foolish to aspire. So let me teach you how to fall, how sweetness rots beneath it all, how every dream ache in hearts that will not break. Oh, little songbird, soft and kind, and I'll slip inside your tender mind and play the chords that make you shake. A heart that
we sit over there?
will
I point towards the table in the corner.
break.
Empty.
I bartered laughter for
Yeah, we
control,
can-
left
Oh, wait.
pieces of my hollow soul. For every echo I could bend.
Cormac, give me a
for
perception check.
power without end, but you, your
Perception check.
voice
Yep.
New dice,
defies
so
the
that's-
night, a
Oh,
stubborn
okay,
flame
9.
that
I guess while she's
will
singing, we'll all go to the table.
23.
sing as though you're not afraid.
As you all move to that table, Cormac,
Let me taste your trembling fear.
you
Let me hold your song
catch a
so
glimpse
near.
of someone in the crowd,
Feel your truth apart
and
listen to your breaking heart.
you
Let me show you
you catch two things, I should say. You catch someone in the crowd that looks very familiar. He's very tall, and he's kind of sitting up towards the front, and he's got this grayish silver hair that's pulled back into a kind of ponytail, and he's got this stone gray skin, and it's a Goliath of a man. And you swear that you ran into this guy earlier in the day, and he is very intently listening to her sing. The other thing that you catch in the corner of your eye, you swear you saw the person that you had thought you saw earlier in the day. You caught a little bit of this lavender purple hair and these pointed up ears. And as you went to go look again, they disappeared.
And I don't notice, like, he just vanished.
Yep. They were there one moment, and then they were
No
gone the
footsteps.
next.
No noise.
Yep. They were off to the side. You else here?
I'm gonna mutter under my breath. If someone hears me, they hear me. Am I going insane?
You okay there, Kumet?
Oh, yeah, I'm just fine. I saw a man standing over there, and the next moment he was just gone. Vanished. Looked familiar, too. Shame. I'm gonna be on high alert. I'm gonna...
Well, the performance is nice.
Yeah, nice singing.
It's really
Nice
good.
background.
Miss nods.
She, of course, will continue to sing other songs. At the end of each performance, the crowd claps, cheers her on as she goes to perform the next one. You notice that the one guy is being very supportive. The tall, ashen skinned Goliath is being pretty supportive of this person. Right up in the front, proudly congratulating on each song and how well the performance was. Cormac, you recognize him as it finally dawns on you that this is the guy that you ran into when you walked into the Adventurers Guild earlier today.
Okay, that's...
The one who snubbed you, essentially.
That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Alright. I can live with that.
The performance goes on for a bit. Every so often, someone will come up and have a couple glasses of wine, mugs of ale, and will offer it to you all to enjoy with your performance, which is free for you to take. And after some time, the performance ends, and the woman gives a very eloquent bow, and you see the Goliath stand up and hold his hand out as he helps her down from the stage, almost like someone would with royalty, where he just graciously helps her down like a very kind gentleman, and proceeds to walk behind her as they both walk towards the back of the room. And you see them meet up with the other two individuals, the Lupin and the elf. And at this point in time, everyone else seems to kind of be getting up, leaving, ordering more glasses, as they begin cleaning up the stage and stuff for the end of the performance.
Krami, you're a performer. Would you happen to know who that is?
You can roll a history check if you'd like.
Only one way to find out, I guess. DM, you would like me to make a history check on that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Well, 3 + 2 is 5.
let's see. I would say,
History.
but this one maybe not so much. You, oh, here we go. You don't quite know exactly her name. It takes you a bit to kind of place it. But from the tone of her songs, the theme of them, the rhythm, everything about the song seems familiar to you. And it's not. It's only when you look at you like take in the whole picture of her in the light, you kind of notice that she really focuses on like sparkling herself in like a very golden light, and that's when you recognize that she often goes by the stage name of the Golden Voice. But you're having a hard time thinking of what her name actually is. Her true name. Of who you were trying to look out for? One second here.
Yeah, the rogue.
Oh,
member.
yeah. I had... Where is it here? All these notes. Silk Song, I think was the one that I gave you originally.
Silk Song. Yeah.
Yes. But the other name
Silk Song.
that they kind of go by, you couldn't
I don't
remember.
remember.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's it.
So I would reply to Lucius that I only know her by stage name, and then would say the Golden Voice.
Okay. I just wondering if, performers know each other around the area or the country. I mean, I'm sure you're pretty well known, so just figured I ask. I wonder if that's her bodyguard.
It's possible. I mean, I don't often like to travel alone, as it can be a bit dangerous as a, well, not particularly strong bard woman to travel alone.
Makes sense. Maybe we could get another performance from you one day.
All you need to do is ask, Lucius. I'd be more than happy to.
And Lucius just kind of like nods his head, thinking about it. Lucius will also like kind of pat where Turtle's at. Yeah, you okay in there? Are you getting hungry or anything?
I mean, it's kind of hard to see everybody, but the music sounds real nice. I am always down for a fish snack. But
that's-
it might look a little weird if you're feeding Kane's coat.
You know, my coat's a magic item. It just likes to eat other things.
I'm down
Not
for
the
whatever.
strangest thing some of these people have seen before.
Yeah, right?
It's later in the
Yeah.
evening, so I'm sure they're not really paying attention to too much after a couple drinks.
I'm down for whatever then.
Can bats fly out of my hat?
In the
Oh,
tavern?
please. How many times can you do that a
Oh,
day?
goodness.
No, Meb, don't. Infinite.
Infinite bats.
Just 3 per day.
Just 3 per day. Okay. I mean, if you want to, you certainly can. I think that might be your 3rd time for the day.
You gonna do that, Carl?
No, if the party doesn't want me to.
I don't think we know when you do it.
All right, bats come out.
All right.
Oh, no.
Okay. So bats come out of your hat.
We just
And-
have to draw attention to ourselves. It's impossible to not.
You hear a couple screams from
They're just bats. I don't know where they came from.
You hear a couple screams from some ladies who immediately like rush out of the place. You see a bunch. You see like maybe 4 or 5 people in kind of like fancy like bow tie, black kind of suit jacket, and they're coming out with like brooms and they're trying to like shoo the bats out. You notice the group in the back all kind of stop their talking and kind of just like look at what's going on, and then they go back to their talking as if they're
We're
kind
the
of
only group that's
unperturbed
chill
by it.
about these bats being flapping around in here too. Everyone
I mean,
else is
I mean, do we
we're
know it was
like,
Mib?
oh, this shit again.
He wants to attack the bats.
I would figure. Is Mip in the cloak with me?
I
Or
go
with,
in the.
Yeah, I guess
Is Mip in the cloak too?
yeah, I guess Mip. Where are you in the cloak? Are you kind of out and about?
I'm just a cat.
He's just chilling. I'm the only one that's in the club.
Okay, so it just came from our table.
Essentially, yeah. You probably would have seen it come from the table.
I'm gonna save the day. I'm gonna.
Great.
Save the day, Mip.
It's a bat. It came from where bats come from.
The Belfry.
No freedom.
Remind me, are these like
I'm gonna tackle it.
actual bats, or do they like disappear after a certain time?
They disappear after or like an hour,
Oh, jeez. Okay.
or if somebody kills it.
Okay. So you probably see them like because they're taking brooms and they're trying to like shoo them out and also try and like kill them. You see one of the guys broom up, and he's like slowly walking to one that's like managed to like perch itself, and he winds it back and he like smacks the broom against the wall, and then the bat just kind of poof disappears in a puff of smoke. As he turns back and he goes, "They ain't real." As the other ones are kind of like, oh. So they try and like use other methods to get rid of these bats.
Bro, this is Mip's version of bringing a beach ball to a concert.
Pretty much.
Yep.
You,
Promotion, could I say I've like snuck off to the room?
yeah, I mean, sure, you could give me a stealth check. If you're gonna
Sneaking
try and
off again, man.
you're gonna try and sneak off and not let the party notice.
Oh god, natural 1 and then a dirty 20. But I'm at disadvantage
Okay.
because I'm pretty
Can we
sure I
try-
don't think
Rob?
I've made any.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
I just walk away.
you
This
think
girl has nothing better to do right now. Cormac is leaving again.
Stub your toe.
I'm not even crouching. I'm just like I look back and I just walk away when they're not looking
Also, one of the party members
You-
goes, "Hey, where are you going?"
to the room. Oh, it's
Yeah. My perception is so high, dude.
You knock a table over on the way out.
Yeah, you do one of those things where like
Fucking toe!
yeah. Well, normally for like
Got a
normal
10,
people.
so I mean-
For normal people, they'd be like hitting their hip on the table, but you kind of like run into it with like your shoulder instead. And you're like, fuck, and it like makes a little bit of noise and like
Yeah.
look at you. I'll say the rest
Watch
of
where
you
you're going, tall people. Jesus.
you notice that the other table, the other group, is also slowly packing up their stuff and moving, except for the one elf who seems to kind of just be. He's now had his feet propped up on another kind of like on the table, and he's just kind of like leaning back, and you can. He's kind of just gazing off into the distance as he's like deep in thought.
Can I go sniff his feet?
I mean, you could, if you want to, I suppose you can.
Give his feet, get his spout.
I want to sniff his feet.
Okay. You go over there, and as you approach, he kind of looks at you.
Yeah.
And he gives you the most uninterested look. Not in like the sense that he could care less about what you're
Always a
doing,
dog person.
but he looks at you and it's almost like he's daring you to touch him.
What an asshole.
And
I'll
as
just sniff his foot.
he doesn't move, give me a perception check, Mip.
That's a 16 plus la da dee da 4, so dirty 20.
Okay. As you do so, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck kind of stand up. And you notice that though the rest of his party went to leave, the one Lupin-looking one has circled around and is now standing behind you. And he's giving a low growl.
Fucking dog people, dude. I swear to God.
I'm just gonna jump off it and move over by the door. I'm gonna act like I'm leaving, but I'm pulling do the same thing he just did, kind of thing. But I'm just gonna walk away, basically.
You you hear him say, You hear the elf say to the Lupin creature, or person, I should say. You hear him say, "That's enough, Larix." And you hear a big gruff coming from him. And you hear in a deep voice him say, "They should know better than to get near you." And the elf responds back and says, "You think I can't take care of myself?" No, not at all.
Against a cat?
Do you say that out loud?
Can we all hear this?
I would probably
Well,
say
I'm telepathic,
Mip
so I can't
would.
really say anything out loud.
I'd say Mip would, since he's there. They're not really speaking in a loud tone. We hear like bits and pieces of it, but not enough to make out exactly entirely what they're saying. I'd say you could probably get a little bit of, you know what? Are you watching
Okay.
this? Are you watching this occurrence happen?
I'm peeking out and paying attention.
Give me insight check.
I'm kind of like trying to pay attention to anything interesting happening because I'm bored under a cloak.
Sure.
Were the bats under control? Sorry, I missed
I
that
do
part.
at the sidebar after this.
Are the bats under control? Yes, to
19.
most part. You watch this interaction.
Okay, sorry, I had to take a work call.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You are watching this interaction. You can't quite understand what it is that they're saying, but you're getting the intent that the dog has concern for the man, but it's not like a concern of harm coming to him, but just more of a concern of someone not worthy being in his presence. Response that the elf gave back was putting the dog back in his place.
People are weird.
So I did have a question. They speak telepathically within like what 30 feet, something like that.
As long as you can see the target.
As long as I can see the target, do they know it's coming from me?
Yes.
They know that this cat in the random corner of the wall is talking to them.
Well, I mean, they know that someone is telepathically speaking to them, but I don't think they would immediately gain the source. Because it's not usually normal that a cat talks to a person.
Yeah, it would just be a voice in their head.
Yes, but again, they are aware that it's not like, I'm going crazy, there's a voice in my head. Like, they're aware that someone is magically speaking to them. But I don't think, unless they have the ability magically to detect a source, I don't think the average person would automatically know the source unless you. So no, I don't think they will automatically know it's you unless they're powerful enough to do so.
Okay. I just wondered if I could say something to
Sorry.
the elf without him knowing it was me.
I don't know because I don't know the elf stats, unfortunately.
You can certainly try.
So I would like to just say to the elf. I would like to say to the elf that the dog wants to kill you.
You're such an asshole.
Okay.
Trying to start up chaos over there.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun to just pit them against each other for a second.
you
If that's what you want to do.
yeah, okay. So you say that to the elf.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Upon saying that, you hear a slight chuckle. that first almost sounded like it wasn't held back at first. And then he kind of like holds the chuckle back after letting the first one escape. And he says he only wishes he could try.
He's cocky.
Did he say it out loud, or did he
Yep.
whisper it?
No,
back
no.
to
He
me
says it.
telepathically?
He says it out loud. He doesn't. You don't see him like look your way or anything like that.
Okay.
I'd say like from your perspective, you would assume he didn't know that it was coming
I
from
get
you.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep wandering around being a cat.
He
It's the
sighs.
best thing you can be.
he gets up and he says, "You're right. We got work to do." And you see him leave with Larry and join up with the rest of his group who were standing out in the lobby. The pink hair is fixing her hair, and you see them leave through the front door, and for a split second before the door closes, you see them joined by another character who is wrapped in black clothes. So it's kind of hard to really see defining characteristics except for the pointed purple ears. Or I shouldn't say pointed. The straight, like perked up. Basically, you can tell that it's a heron gun. Floppy ears, more of like the actual standing up ears. Before the door fully closes.
The guy was cocky as hell.
Which guy?
The elf that just left, he seemed like a douche.
Not surprised. There's probably quite a bit of those people here in the city.
This is why I never come to the city.
They were interesting looking people.
He was somebody of importance. I don't know what
Interesting
kind.
looking people, he says.
Well,
Meanwhile, you look at our group.
Well, they all had. It's like three of them had the same golden eyes. What the pink hair girl, that they were all together, right?
Yes.
Or were they a separate group?
So they were originally when you guys walked in, they were separated. There was the one guy who was sitting up front, and then the other two were in the back. And then after she had finished singing, they had joined together and all moved to the back. Yeah.
I'm in another call.
Yeah. At this point in time, I would say we're pushing towards like 7, 8 now at this point.
Sunset in a couple hours or now?
Sunset is like already happening.
I mean, it'd be pretty close.
Yeah.
Already happening.
The lights on the city streets
Right.
are already starting to turn on in preparation for the dark.
They got magical lights?
They got magical lights.
The capital.
That's insane.
Obviously they got.
Mhm.
Obviously they
Being
got
that they
like.
have magical flying ships, I feel like it's not that strange they have magical lamps that light up when it gets dark.
No, I'm not surprised.
They got magical ley lines under the city that transport power.
Potentially.
It's full of wyvern milk.
Jeez.
Wyvern milk?
They couldn't have really come up with something
Reference to
better.
Monster Hunter
Wyvern
Wild.
milk or silk?
Milk. I know, right?
They couldn't come up with something better.
Huh.
Oh, Atlanta.
Like, we were calling it Wilk for, like, the longest time.
Yep.
Probably into bed. I spent a decent amount of my magic today.
That thing's...
Perfect. If you guys have nothing else you'd like to do for the rest of the day, then I'll say you can take a long rest.
I would like to... No, that's for today.
So that'll be for
Right?
as if so.
Like, it moves tomorrow.
Yes.
And I know where it is right now.
Yes.
Be right back again. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm just trying to think, who in the party do I think would want to join me? Definitely not Lucius. Because he's definitely lawful.
The goody two shoes.
You're a goody two shoes, yeah.
Okay, be right back.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Are we causing some chaos? Are we doing some sketchy shit?
Yeah, I got some
Sketchy shit. Doo-dah,
Doo-dah,
doo-dah.
doo-dah.
Get away with it. Doo-dah.
Good.
Well, I've heard of an artifact that a priest has in possession, and some people want it, and they're gonna be paying good money for it, from what I know. So,
Which means we want it, right?
yeah, I gotta make enough money to, send home and all.
I mean,
No.
I'm down. I'm down to
You
just
down?
like start some shit.
All right. Do you think Mip would be joining us, or is he also a little bit of goody two shoes?
I'm in.
He's just like
all right, then let's start some shit.
popped up from underneath someone's bed. He's like, yeah, man.
All right, and I'm trying to be quiet enough that only those two would hear. Hopefully,
You can only hear us. I mean, we're telepathic.
Yeah.
fair enough. I mean, as long as you start the telepathy, then I can talk back to you silently, right? I think.
No, you gotta talk out loud.
Yeah, you gotta talk out
Oh,
loud.
I gotta talk out loud. You can respond. I gotta talk out loud. So I'll be talking really quiet, and you can just respond silently.
You can whisper really quietly. We got cat ears. I mean, we can hear.
Yeah, you do have cat ears.
We can hear pretty fucking great.
Amazing.
You could even gesture, and we'd probably understand.
Probably. So, it's beneath the Temple of the First Dawn.
Where do we
What
find
the
that?
fuck is that?
Annie, could I get a point out?
Sure,
I assume
absolutely.
it'd be like a little drawing of a map.
So that is going to be, let's do
is it an outskirt? Sit right in the center.
We're gonna put it right inside of this section here. No, I'm just kidding.
Good question.
I'm going to say that one, because that is for. Well, I need to remember which. Okay, so that's for them. Okay, so I would say that this one is actually going to be. All right, here.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, right next to the docks. Alright. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, 7 blocks away.
6, 7.
Don't say that, please. I hate it. It's
Oh,
just
jeez.
numbers. What does it mean?
Don't say it in game, I promise.
No,
hate-
I know that, but I mean, oh my god.
He's
Brain rot, but it's actually D&D.
My channel.
No.
And the channel dies.
And it's... Uh-oh.
What's done is done. I can't be stopped.
Okay then. Yeah, so it's in the lower sun. So we're gonna have to break in quietly. And then get into the basement.
Hell yeah.
Now, we don't have to kill anybody. There is no talk of needing that. But we need to. It doesn't say we can't.
It's really rare that you have to kill somebody. Sebastian's kind of a living example of that. But like,
I'd rather not be wanted here too. So
whatever happens.
I could make Sebastian
Whatever.
cause a correction.
well, you very much I guess you could.
You do this?
I'd rather not have him end
he's
up
always
in
with you
prison.
guys.
Oh, great. So Sebastian's coming with us too.
Oh, I thought he would be like with the party, not with our little divergent.
Well, I mean, with
adventure.
yeah, I was to say he's kind of like I'd say at this point, he's probably found a place to sleep. But he's like passed out in the room. He's passed out in the room. So you wanted to wake him up, you
Yeah.
could.
Let him stay.
No, I don't think we need him.
He doesn't have to come with us.
It's just another witness. I'd rather not
Yeah.
have witnesses.
Otherwise, like, I'm a cat. I can do cat things.
Yeah, you guys are actually like, pretty much perfect. As long as we don't break anything specifically, they might not even know it's gone until tomorrow.
I'll do my best.
I'm gonna be the one that needs to be actually stealthy. You guys, if you're found, you can just kind of play
Yeah, I can just
cat,
rub-
and I'll just
we
pick
can
you
rub
up
up
on the outside.
Play cat.
I can just roll around on the ground and go,
Exactly.
yeah.
You jumped in an open window.
Yeah.
Although, how many open windows would be in a temple? You know what? We'll find. We'll see what's going on.
Whatever they got. A window, a basement, a door.
'Cause I don't think Lucius is definitely not coming along. Kane, I don't really know enough about Kane. Yeah,
We got this.
I think we got this. We're good.
I can't grab anything, though.
This is true. You will have to grab everything yourself.
I don't
We're
have
ready.
thumbs.
I mean, I got my stuff.
All right, let's do this.
All right then.
Okay.
Let's make our way down.
I guess at this point, are you trying to sneak out of the inn? And if so, how?
Well, I think we could probably just sneak out. Not really sneak out. Just exit the room quietly, and then. Do we need to sneak out of the inn?
Is there like a curfew or anything?
No,
Yeah, is
I
there
guess
curfews in
are
town? No?
are you?
Like nobody cares when we're leaving.
I mean, I guess you guys could just leave if you wanted to.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Everybody at be like, yeah, we'll be back.
I'm gonna go do whatever I want to go do because I'm free.
Yeah, exactly. It's
The
like, we'll be
cats
back.
can't use the bucket. They had to go outside for a bit,
Is it true?
and then
That's
they wanted
true.
to walk.
I'll pee on the floor.
Exactly. We didn't want to pee on the gilded swan's floor. Like that's just not polite.
Yeah.
So we took them for a walk.
Okay.
Exactly.
You guys.
Dude, we need to get leashes, man. Like a cat harness.
Okay. I'd say in that case, you guys leave the inn. Um, and you guys make your way to the Temple of the
You
First
know,
Dawn.
with
Closer.
you know, with
Once we get
Cormac's,
closer, we should take the back streets.
you know, with Cormac's size, if he got like a wheelbarrow, we could pull him around like a chariot.
Oh my god. I weigh like 40 pounds. I'm not heavy. I'm 3 foot. I
This whole
mean, yeah.
To be
I
fair,
mean,
they
but-
can feel
yeah.
us in Cormac around.
Yeah.
he could carry us. We can't carry him, but we could maybe pull him.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I could. I don't. How much can I carry? I probably couldn't. Well, I might be able to carry both of you.
Yeah, I only weigh a couple of pounds.
And I weigh maybe 1.
Oh, but all. You guys don't have much gear, so yeah, I definitely could carry you.
Cloak, and he has a hat.
Yeah, I have a hat.
Yeah.
I don't know if the
Yeah.
hat's.
Oh, that's it? Just a cloak and a hat. Other than that,
Yeah.
it's spells
We don't-
and
We don't
Punching.
even carry gold pieces. Like,
no money at all.
we got another.
I'm just
Damn.
broke. Yeah. I'm just a cat in a
Yeah, we
hat.
could probably just take main roads until out here, then we can kind of like sneak our way through back streets.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least there's no witnesses.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say all three
do
of
it.
you.
No witnesses, no servants.
All three of you give me stealth checks. Just to see how sneaky you guys are through there.
Okay.
Stealth check.
I have
20.
+6. Let's go.
Oh boy.
That's 16.
16, okay.
Because I look the way that I look, do I get advantage if I'm hiding on Cormac's person?
I'll allow it.
Danny? Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice. I got a dirty 20. You got a natural 20.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like make myself as small as kitty possible.
So I would say with that, once you
I
guys
can always
get
clean my jacket.
once you guys get into the alleyways and kind of like the back ways, you kind of meld with the shadows as you maneuver through silently, avoiding any sort of puddles or broken objects as you dart in between the alleyways and find yourself at the Temple of the First Dawn. Upon looking at it, you can tell that it is. So the Temple of the First Dawn is one of Revalia's older luminous sanctuaries. It's much smaller than the Grand Cathedral, but it's older, it's quieter, and as you look at it, it seems to be a little bit more heavily warded. It sits in a raised area of pale stone streets, and there's like gold trimming on the rooftop. You would assume that they do this on purpose, for that way when the sun rises, the sun will reflect off of it and give it like a very nice warm glow. That has very high windows that paint the sanctuary floor with these amber
Cor-
lines. The white stone steps are worn smooth from centuries of worshippers that have come. You see two bronze lanterns at the entrance that are burning, and you knowing about Lumina, that this is the it's kind of like a symbol where these lanterns will always burn night and day. Sunburst carvings mark the archways, and there are a pair of armored guardians that are standing at the front door, and you see that the front door is completely shut.
Are there any windows higher up that seem to be open?
Yeah, can I do a lap around the
Breeze.
building? Check it out.
Give me perception checks.
+18.
And is plus 4, 17.
Okay. Cormac, from where you are standing, you kind of look at it. The very ground level is. You see these windows, but these are like kind of like church stained glass windows. So they like go really, really high up. There's no potential of them like opening. They're kind of just there for decoration, letting in the light, shine in. But you do see very high up, like I would say maybe 3 stories climbing, 3 stories up. There is some set windows that are up there that you could potentially get in through. Mip, you circle the building. You kind of see the same thing for a majority of it. However, once you get around to towards the back, you do see a couple of regular windows that are at the ground level. You assume that this probably leads into maybe like a kitchen or like an area where the priests get ready. A lot of those like other like storage rooms and things like that on the backside. And I'd say after a couple minutes, Mip, you return back to Cormac and Turtle.
Quick question. Is there a bell tower on the top?
So you look up and you don't see a bell on this one. There is a tower that kind of goes
There's a
up,
tower.
but there's no bell. Yeah.
Is there an opening up there?
From where you can see, you're not quite sure. Give me a religion check.
Do you think, Cormac, that you could throw?
Me or who?
Yeah, you can give me a religion check.
Yeah, you're the
Cormac.
only person there, dude.
Oh. My religion sucks, but let's see. Where is it? 12.
12? You know of Lumina. You know that Lumina is the also known as like the Radiant Dawn. And so they very much are embracing the sunrise. So one would assume that there would be something special with this tower and the sunrise, that there could potentially be an opening up there. However, you're not familiar with how exactly that you wouldn't necessarily know if it's like a completely open hole like a bell tower might have. It could just be glassed off.
Oh, yeah, the window I found in the back, was that opener?
You looked at it. I mean, the window itself was closed. I would say. No, I'd say that's probably all because you don't have
Like, how
have
high off the
thumbs.
ground was it?
Like an average window, so maybe like 3-4 feet.
Okay. Cormac, there's a window in the back that we could check out.
You mean the one right next to the wall that people patrol?
Did they patrol that one?
I'd assume.
When you did your walk around, um, the two guards that were at the front, Cormac, you noticed that they didn't leave that front door. They were always there.
Yeah.
Mip, you did catch one individual who was walking around it. But, there's lapses in time as far as when he made it back.
Well,
You were-
guess he's got to die.
Is there any like garbages or anything that could be knocked over to make noise around the area in the back?
I would say yes.
Guys, I got these boots.
What do you got?
I'm gonna click my heels and kind of like float off the ground as the wings on the boots are flapping. There's windows up there, and the tower might have an opening. Who would think to look on the roof?
That's fair.
Let's get on the roof.
I'm gonna pick both of the cats up and try and stay out of any light sources. And
Okay.
if you look up, it'd be more like looking up into the night sky.
Okay. You grab the cats and you begin flying up onto the roof. You your heart begins to beat a little bit as you can hear like the flutter of the wings on your boot, and you're like, it's one of those moments where you're like, even though it's quiet, you feel like it's just too loud because everything else is quiet around you. And so you fly up and you kind of look back to see if anyone saw you or if there's any commotion, and you see that the guards are still standing by the door, unperturbed, and you believe you have made it up there unnoticed. Just for a quick second,
So, tower.
I was going to say, for the rest of the party who is back at the inn, is there anything you guys want to be doing at this point?
This is that he can talk about.
Yeah, if it's pretty late, and I think Lucius would be settling in too.
I'd probably be going through my notes a little bit before I go to bed.
Okay. Just want to make sure that there wasn't anything in particular, or if you guys were doing anything, or... Karami?
What's up?
I am never, ever looking.
Oh? Didn't like the music.
The music was fine.
Or was it everything else that was in there? The
I
guy.
didn't appreciate how the music was real and other stuff.
The guy at the bench. The cello dude playing himself and dancing all over the place.
You don't need to remind me. I'm the one who saw it.
Oh, I saw it too. I was the one holding the dang thing.
You were holding the mirror facing me.
Yeah, I peeked over over the corner of it. Well, I mean, it's put away right now. It's in the backpack with a cloth over it, so. Just stay there until we need to use it again.
Well, you're gonna have to find someone else to look into it, because it won't be me anymore.
Okay.
Okay. Back to those at the Temple of the First Dawn. You make it to the roof, and I guess, were you making it to like the main roof, or were you flying all the way towards like the top of the tower?
I was just thinking there's layers to it. So there's the main roof, the side roofs, and then the tower. Well, top of the tower and down the tower. So, where were the windows that I saw? On the side part?
Yeah, so
Was it
you
like
saw,
this
yeah,
portion?
so you saw kind of like the like on above the main roof, because like from like, so this is obviously like the stairs that surround it, and then it's a like 3 stories up
The wall.
to like these, to like this roof here,
Yeah.
and then you notice that there was a couple windows like kind of on the base of the tower, and then there's the tower itself, and then there is kind of almost think of it like a lighthouse. So like there's like an open spot,
Okay.
and then the roof of the top.
Like Okay. So there is an opening at the top.
Yeah. You just don't know
Okay.
what that opening looks like once you're up there, or until you're up there, you know. Because there's no bell, so there's no rope that's coming
Right,
down
so-
for like people to pull. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I can always fly down if necessary
Mm-hmm.
with the boots. I got an hour of flight. I'm good.
Okay.
So, turtle and Mick. What are we thinking? Are we gonna go 3rd-story windows or up the tower? What's your guys' opinion?
One more time.
Are we going 3rd-story windows? Try and pry them open
Yeah, sure.
if they are locked, or are we going up to the top of the light tower?
Well, we have
Try and
to-
find an entrance up there.
We have to go down once we get in, so I don't know how
Yes.
high up we want to go.
That is a good
Yes.
point.
We also need to make sure we don't get caught.
Yes.
Where they're more likely to be people, because we want to go to the opposite of that.
Yeah. Just wondering if there would be anyone in the main room, because those windows would lead straight to the main atrium, like where everyone would sit.
Let's go around and take a look.
Sure, I'm gonna pick them up and fly down just to, like, right outside the window, kind of
Okay.
pressing up against the wall.
I'm gonna take a little peek-see inside.
You look inside. There doesn't really appear to be anyone in there. You see small. Not here. Let me do this. No, not that. Here we go. The main sanctuary has like wooden pews that are facing a circular golden altar at the very back of the church. You know, over and like this side. Sunlight crystals hang from the ceiling, and there's like a soft glow. So it's almost like a hovering of dim light throughout the entire atrium. Just enough to really see, but you don't see anyone in there. You see murals that show Saint Aurelian shielding civilians from darkness. And there is candles that are lit as well to kind of keep the ambiance, as the crystals aren't bright enough to illuminate the floor, and so the candles help illuminate the floor of the atrium.
Well, I don't see any people, but there's a lot of light.
Well, that's kind of expected. First dawn, you know. I'm just gonna give a little bit of force on the window to see if it's unlocked.
Okay. You push it just slightly, and then you kind of add more pressure to it, and eventually you feel the window give. And this window in particular has a couple features to it. So there's like two small little windows on the bottom, and then there's a bigger window above, and the two smaller windows kind of like spin. They like rotate, and so then it kind of like opens up almost like a vent, and you can begin to smell the candle wax and the smell of incense and polished stone as you do so. You check the bigger window above.
Let's not leave this open for long. Is it big enough to fit through?
The cats could fit through, but you see like you could easily reach in and unlock the bigger window for you to slide in.
I'll pop in.
You are a couple stories up, so probably I'll reach in and I'll open it.
You open up the
I'd
window.
rather not have you fall 3 stories.
And there is a little bit of a lip that the cats can easily kind of walk across and essentially walk around the atrium. You could fit. It would take a little bit of your dexterity to not fall, but there is enough room for you to.
Let's use my winged boots. So I've opened the window, right?
Yep. You open the window, you enter in.
So I'll enter and I'll close all the windows behind us. Yeah.
Okay. You do so with ease as you float in the air. Mip and Turtle are kind of just chilling on the lip. Give me perception checks.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be a 15?
15. 4, 19.
24.
Okay.
I got a 17 plus 7.
You look around.
I like to watch things.
You look around. You don't see anybody. You don't see like any churchgoers. There's no priests about. No guards. You get the sense that they feel they're very easily watching the outside. They don't have to worry about the inside as much. As you walk around the lip and Cormac, as you kind of float out, you do catch a glimpse of someone going through a door down by the altar, like past the altar. Turtle managed to catch the ears of a purple furred herringon.
Like a familiar one, or
No, I'll say for
wasn't
you,
the
no.
rabbit from the queen?
Yes, that
Okay.
is true, but it's not. So I would say you notice that this one is lighter, like almost like a lavender purple, whereas the one with the queen was more of like a deep violet purple.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I will warn Cormac. I'll tell him whatever I see.
All right. Also, quick question. Did I ever
Yes.
get a description of Silk Song, or was it just kind of rogue member?
Rogue member.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, not important right now, I guess. I'm just wondering if. Yeah. Okay. Let's not go that way.
You lead the way, Wings.
Fair enough. Stairs, they'd normally be on the sides or be underneath of the sides, right? If I'm thinking of how a church layout is usually a cathedral.
Give me an investigation check.
So I'll fly down. Okay. That is a 14.
Okay.
I'm really mediocre.
Yeah, you fly down and you begin checking a couple different rooms. You open up one door, being careful to check if it's locked or anything, and that one ends up being a closet. You check another door, leads down a hallway, but you decide to go check a couple other different doors before you proceed down that hallway, just to kind of see what they're all about. 5 to 10 minutes of checking these different rooms, opening up the wrong one, and you manage to find a set of stairs that descends. At the bottom of the stairs, you can see that there is a closed door, and there's a glowing ember light coming from underneath it.
My nemesis.
Door.
A closed door.
That's just the nemesis of a D&D party. A closed, unlocked door is...
Is there a crack underneath the door?
Yep, there is a crack underneath the door.
I could take a peek inside if you want me to.
Might be best, just in case. So we're not making any noise and either a guard on the other side.
Right, return of Turtle the Lizard. And I'm gonna turn into like a little, it's like a little gecko, and I'm gonna crawl under the door and immediately crawl up the wall and take a peek at the room.
You take a peek, and it leads into another hall. As you look, there are on the walls. The walls are carved with words that appear to be like prayers. There are soft, glowing floor tiles. There's a bunch of different mirrors that are angled in various different ways. And
As a player, I hate that, but okay.
and there's small little alcoves with little trinkets or like relics on them. And past that, you see another door that also has a little gap below it.
I tell Cormac there's no one in this hallway, but give me a second, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go to the next door.
Okay.
Start unlocking this one. Or I'll try and open it.
You try to open it, it is locked. As you patter
I'll
across
try and unlock it.
down the hall, you see that the glowing floor tiles begin to glow, like just slightly brighter as you walk on them. And you
Well, I'm
make
on the
it.
wall?
Oh, on the wall?
I'm not on the floor.
Okay, so on the wall,
I'm on the wall.
are
I
you
wouldn't know that.
are you going over the mirrors or are you going around the mirrors?
Around. I don't want to touch anything.
Okay. You go around the mirrors and you make it to the next door. When you get to the next door, do you go underneath it?
Yeah, wherever the crack is, I gotta
Okay.
go for it.
When you look through the crack, you see. Where is it? You see a small shard of sunlit crystal suspended in a thin gold frame. It glows faintly and almost appears to look like it'd be warm to the touch. You see that rested in the center of this round chamber. And it almost appears like a beam of sunlight is like spotlighting this shard. There are 4 kneeling statues, and there's a crystal dome around the relic. Yeah, that's what you see. Cormac.
I'm gonna make my way back to Cormac while he's trying to unlock the door.
Did you unlock the door? I guess what did you roll, if anything?
Damn well attempting. 9 plus 7 for a total of 16.
Okay. You easily unlock this door. It's like second nature to you. As within not even a minute, you're able to pick the lock and it opens up.
I'll enter, and there's a lock on the inside as well. Like probably just a twist lock.
Yes.
Something easier, or is it also a key lock?
Nope. It's a twist.
Just twist it locked, just so that there's a second of, the key entering and making noise, and the click.
Okay.
Just in case we need some time.
Sure. You easily do that.
Alright, Turtle. Did you see anything?
I relay everything I saw. And then I ask, are we stealing the great relic of a church?
Well, I've been told that there are people that don't want it found. Not the people that I'm doing this for. I mean, like, the priesthood doesn't want this artifact found. So I have absolutely no... it's really just...
So we're stealing the great artifact of a church.
Maybe. It may be.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page. Somewhere in the universe, Lucius sneezes and it's a bloody nose.
Show her a portion of the note.
Something feels weird.
Something feels wrong in the universe.
I'm gonna show Turtle a portion of the note.
Okay.
Be it just gonna find it. You are being tasked to take what someone powerful does not want found. Again, not asked to spill blood, not asked to break the temple, not asked to make noise. You're not being asked to make noise, so they just taking the artifact.
Like I said, I don't really care either way as long as I know what I'm doing. But just so you're aware, if it comes down to it and they can track this back to you, this is your fault.
I'll leave. I know. I'm totally. I've done similar things before. Maybe not to this scale.
Never here.
Similar, maybe.
Okay.
They shouldn't be, but I mean, again, magic has been getting, stronger and stronger over time. So, who knows? I don't think so, but.
And Shady, to be clear, because I didn't walk on the floor, I know nothing about those rooms, correct?
Right.
Because I don't want to metagame. So.
Yep. Nope. Thank you.
I don't tell him that there's anything weird about this hallway. I just tell him, yeah, no, I got through no problem. It's whatever. There's nobody there.
Can I? Okay, I'm just trying to think. I'm cautious enough that even though they did not outright say it, if it's a major artifact, they'd probably have some protective measures in place.
You would assume.
Can I do a quick scan of the room?
Yeah, give me investigation.
The ceiling, the walls, the floor. Investigation. I rolled another 10 for 14.
Okay. You kind of see the same thing that Turtle saw with the there's a slight glow to the tiles on the floor just initially. Like the room is like glowing in like ambient light, whether it's from the torches on the wall or the glowing tiles that are at your feet. There are a select number of mirrors through this hall that are kind of angled different ways. You see these words carved into the wall as well. As you read them, it appears that they are prayers of protection, prayers of warmth and guidance, and there are, and then there's also kind of like a not just prayers, but there's also like a hymn. It looks like it rhymes. It has like a tempo to it. As you kind of read through it, you begin to realize that this is like a hymn or a song that's also put onto the walls as well. You see the alcoves have other relics, and you can see that there are some slight wards that are put in place with those as well.
Right, so we're definitely not going to touch those because it's going to take too long to hit them effectively.
Yeah, I just hit the wall.
Fair. I'm going to quickly take a puff of from the pipe of smoke monsters and blow it across the room and see if there's any like lasers. I don't know.
Okay. You take a puff of smoke and a small little like smoke dragon comes out and flies into the room, and nothing happens.
So there's no lasers of sorts. Nothing light-based, so...
Yeah, you don't see anything
right.
light-based.
I still don't want to touch the floor. I'm going to just use the boots, because I have them for the next probably 50 minutes. And I'm going to fly
to
the door.
I imagine you like how you'd picture like a vampire would just like float just above the floor and like glide I imagine you doing that where you're just kind of like gliding
the
right
rope
down the
door.
hallway. Yeah, I'd say you
Yeah.
at that point you easily glide to the other side of the hall.
Did you look much on the other side of this door? Turtle?
Sorry, you cut out one more time.
Did you look much behind this door, Turtle?
Oh,
Other
I did.
than
Yeah, I came back and I explained the artifact, the crystal globe, the spooky great artifact of the church vibes.
yeah, you didn't see any traps, like not on the door, not on the floors, the walls, ceiling, nothing.
I was supposed to look for traps.
Well, I mean, it's always helpful to, if it's rigged to, I don't know,
I mean,
in the worst case scenario, explode.
I didn't see any that are obvious, but I don't usually know what to
Fair.
look for when it comes to traps.
Uh,
I'm an outdoor person.
Totally fair. You might not know what you're even looking for. Well, no matter. I want to be very careful while opening or trying to open the door,
Okay.
but I assume it's locked.
Yes. You
Then I will very carefully, slowly, and methodically try and unlock it.
okay? I'd say give me a check for that. See how successful
Slow
you
and
are.
steady is the race. Oh my god, I got an 11 plus 7 for an 18.
Okay. You unlock the door, you slowly swing it open, and you see the same thing in front of you. You see your mark is in the center of the room on a circular altar with four kneeling statues facing towards it, their hands formed together in prayer. They There's a crystal dome that is around the relic, and yeah, it's basically what you see. Oh, and the beam of light that is shining down like a beacon onto it.
Right, but what's... I don't know much about magic, but if there's anything that I do know, that light is either going onto the crystal and doing some sort of reflection, what the specific term is. But though, are any light beams touching the statues?
No.
No. Okay, so maybe not. Does the light seem to be coming from the crystal or somewhere else?
From the crystal.
From the crystal. And where the light is going, is it just touching the ceiling, or is there, like...
Yeah, it's touching the ceiling.
Glass?
Yeah, there's no glass. This is a completely, like, sealed room.
Sealed room. How would they trap it, other than maybe wait? Right. Just because I've seen crazier shit, I'm gonna, once again, blow some smoke across the room, see if there's any other sources of light that we may not be able to see.
Yeah. You blow
It
smoke.
would refract or reflect off of the smoke.
Yeah, you blow smoke, you don't see anything.
Right. Now to the glass. Let's try and get this off of here. The floor. Is there anything visible on the floor?
Um, give me a perception check.
Okay. Mediocrity continues.
You look on the floor. You see inscribed in gold, repeated, light kept is light owed, and it like circles around in between each of the 4 statues.
Alrighty. Do you want to just do a smash and grab? Or are we wanting to be super stealthy? And if worst comes to worst, we do a smash and grab.
You can mage hand it.
That might be helpful. We could probably try that. Sure.
Actually, because I took the Dark Shard amulet, have I had a chance to attune to it yet?
Great question.
Because obviously I put it on my character sheet already, but I didn't know if RP-wise if I'd had a chance yet.
Did you
Did you
put
do
it
that
on
today?
and wear it? Or like, did you equip it, or?
Yeah, I would have equipped it right away, but I don't know if...
Then I would say yes, because it would be like an hour
Yes.
of wearing it, then you would have attuned to it.
Okay. Then yes, I can cast Mage Hand. I have to make a DC 10 Arcana check in order to do it, though.
Alright.
Drum roll.
Which can only end well with a +0 Arcana.
Well, I've been rolling 10s and 11s, so I'll give you my mediocrity. Please, roll
Let's
with
see if
that
I
in
can
mind.
do this. So, okay, the artifact we're trying to grab before
Mhm.
I do this, can I just grab it with a mage hand, or does it look too heavy? Is it blocked by something?
It is in a crystal-like dome.
So I
I
would
would-
have to remove the dome first.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Do we have a way to do that, Thorn? Because I can grab the item, or does the item look too big? Because I think there's a weight limit, isn't there?
Great question.
Is there anything
And how?
blocking the dome down?
Only 10.
I'd say Mage Hand would be able to pick up the relic then. You look at the dome.
Yeah, we just
I'd
have
say
to figure. Yeah. Get rid
you looked at the dome with that perception check. It doesn't look like it's secured down by any means.
I don't have detect magic, so if any noise is made, we grab it and we run.
I'm going to attempt to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
I will take off the top.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I just barely cast it.
All right. Now,
Yeah.
is this a
I'm gonna
you're
use my
doing
mage
it and
hand
running?
to try and just. Well, I'm trying to pry the crystal off and grab the thing,
Okay.
or the casing off and grab it.
Okay.
And
So
yeah, the plan was to just fly out of here as quickly as possible.
all right. So
Okay,
y-
you grab the top, I'll grab the jam. I think
Okay.
that might be better.
okay.
Just in case the top has any sort of magic bits. I'll grab the jam.
Okay.
Okay.
You lift off the top of the dome. Wait a couple seconds,
And
or
I'm
do you
gonna
just
pick-
grab it?
We grab it, we leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait like half a second to a second, see if any noise is made. Or anything? Anything perceptible? Perceivable?
Okay. The dome gets lifted off. Nothing happens. You grab the artifact and begin running. As soon as you grab that artifact and start running for the door,
Well, flying.
I'm gonna fly.
You're
I'm gonna
flying.
do the fly.
flying. And as soon as you do that, you hear a hymn singing. And it begins to go louder and louder.
Oh no, no.
I'm going to plug my ears.
Put it in your bag!
Oh, that too. Put that in the bag, plug my ears as I'm flying.
Okay. You fly. The hymn continues to get louder and louder as it echoes through the chamber and echoes through the hallway. The tiles of the floor, as you, because I'm assuming you're just booking it, the tiles of the floor begin to brighten up even lighter. The mirrors begin to radiate and reflect a whole bunch of light as you fly through. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. So I'm
Yep.
carrying them. Do they have to make one?
No.
Or I'm just making it?
You're making it.
Guidance.
Okay. Oh, and guidance does
It
D4?
gives you a D4.
D4. Okay. That would be a 27?
27?
16
Okay.
Plus 4, plus 7.
One of the beams of light shines right in front of you in your way, and you manage to like Matrix style like bend your body and completely avoid the beam, and you see on the wall where the beam of light hit, a bright handprint is left on the wall. And you manage to escape the hallway. You fly through, and now you find yourself back in the atrium as the singing begins to echo throughout the entire atrium.
Quick question. Is the singing coming from the gem or the artifact itself, or is it coming from downstairs?
It's coming from downstairs.
Great. Let's go out the window we came and close it quickly, and then just fly off into the sky
Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
as
I
fast as possible.
I was never here.
You fly through the
Flying
window.
speed plus dash. I'm gonna move triple or double dash. I'm gonna use my action and bonus action to dash
Okay.
flying.
You fly through the
Yeah.
window. As soon as you get up to the window and you close it, you hear the front doors swing open as a whole bunch of guards rush in and begin making their way down from where you were just located at. You dash off into the night.
We need to get rid of this thing.
And you
I'm gonna drop you guys off, and then I'll head off by myself so you guys aren't implicated any further. That's okay.
Yeah, just don't die, dude.
I'll try. I'm gonna land like here or even over here so that we
Okay.
can kind of walk the main street later and kind
Sure.
of have a little bit of a quote unquote alibi
sure.
where we weren't here, we were over here.
You want
Gotcha.
to ditch to the party and
Well, he said he's dropping us off before he goes to trade this thing off so that we weren't involved. We
oh
can't
okay,
get
that's
in
not
trouble. Yeah,
yeah, no,
it's okay.
Well, I can always do that in the morning. I can always hide the artifact and do that.
Whatever you want to do, dude, as long as I'm not there. I don't want
As
to know
you're-
where you hide it. I don't want to be
You
involved.
should-
I don't think I want you to know where I am.
You
Sure.
should.
As you are,
I'm not-
as you're
yes,
flying,
I'm gonna go return it. That's the best hiding spot. They will never know.
you do notice that the streets are now filling with more guards.
Yeah, so I'll try and stick as high as the boots will go until basically dive bombing down to down into an alleyway.
Okay.
Maybe even over here or over here, kind of away from the guard posts.
Mm-hmm.
Even over here, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere where it's far enough away from the guards, far enough away from where we're going, that we have a distance to walk home, so that we pass people and we have a little bit of an alibi to where we were.
Yes, don't mind the halfling taking his cat and lizard for a walk.
Okay.
Well, no, I'd have you in lizard form on my shoulder, and then Mip would be walking in front.
Yeah.
Kind of every once in a while, kind of hopefully looking back at me. Like,
You just use the force and be like, ignore the lizard.
ignore the lizard.
This is just the lizard you're looking for.
Lizard.
This is not the halfling, lizard, or cat that you are looking for. This
Okay.
is
Meow.
not the party you are looking for.
And I just look up and say, meow.
Meow.
I will
We
say
take a
that,
nice midnight stroll on the way home.
I look at him and say, cat, no.
I'll say that for the sake of brevity, you guys managed to get back.
Meow.
And Cormac, I'll say too that you are you looking to drop it off tonight?
Well, where's the... They're probably far enough away that it would take a while to get to, and at that point, there might be a lot more guards looking for the artifact, and, you know, a single halfling wearing a leather jacket might be a little suspicious at this time of night, so I will hide it, somewhere close
Okay.
that I feel that no one would find.
With that, let's see here. Yeah, I'd still say you probably get a long rest worth. You'll probably wake up maybe a little bit later than everyone else. But I'd say everyone gets a long rest. And you all wake up the next morning. You hear a rustle and bustle through the streets as you hear some town criers standing at some corners saying, "Read all about it! Relic has been stolen! Any information will be given an award. Please see the temple guards for any information you have on this theft. Read all about it." And they like repeat it over and over again. And yeah, that is the next day.
Just to be clear, we probably would have stayed in Cormac's room that night too, so that way we didn't wake anybody up when we got back.
Fair enough.
Alright.
But in the morning, I'm probably gonna go to Lucius's door and start scratching. Because I can't open doors.
And Lucius is gonna hear, and he is gonna open his door.
And I'm gonna go get in your bed and go back to bed.
Oh.
That's it.
Right when you're about to shut your door, I poop my head in.
You come in and do the same.
One more.
I just lay on the floor, stretch out my beans. Fall back to sleep.
We both just wake Lucius up just so he can sleep in his room.
Onward, noble steed.
That's some cat activity right there.
Lucius, as you
There was a closed door. I didn't.
as you go to like close your door after the cat's walked in, you notice a familiar face walking down the hall of a purple-colored dragonborn with with a gray mustache and beard, and it is Mr. Henry.
I don't know this man, but I love him. Fucking love this guy. Okay, sorry.
Party.
Oh, Mr. Henry. Yeah,
Oh.
good morning.
Yes, there you are. I was told I could find you here. Yes, I stopped over at the gosh, I forgot the name. The Greenwood Company. Yes. They said I could find you here and all, and I figured, after you guys had so kindly helped me out, I thought, I am in need of a new tenant, and, instead of staying here, paying per night and such, if you were in need of a place to stay, I have a place for you if you guys would be interested.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that might actually be a little bit more better for us, instead of staying here at the Gilded Swan. I would like to talk to my party and see if that's something they would like to do.
Of course.
What were your rates going for?
Well, I mean, since you did the job for me and you helped me out a great deal, I figured I could give you perhaps the first month at no additional cost. Like I said, you did help me out. And I'm sure we could maybe work out any sort of like monthly rate after that. I'd say.
Hey, and while we're there, we could possibly help with any other, potential intrusions.
I mean, I think with the work that you did, anyone would be.
I'm sure we wouldn't mind doing that.
I think people would second guess intruding upon you if you were staying there. Some added security for me, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, if you would like, feel free to.
Yes. Well, let's hope it doesn't come down to that, but.
There we go.
Yes, yeah. I'll definitely talk to the group, and maybe we'll head over there later on today and let you know.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think I was charging him like 500 gold a month, but could maybe work a little something out. But no, it would be a great pleasure to have you as my tenants, and potentially maybe talking about selling it to you at some point, or anything else I can do to help. Adventurers that you are, I'm sure that you have need of space
It would
for
be nice to
various.
have such as this.
He
Oh, absolutely.
reaches forward and holds a hand out to you,
Around the gambling den.
and reaches his hand out to you to shake your hand.
Lucius reaches back, shakes his hand. We'll be speaking with you hopefully sometime today, Mr. Henry.
Perfect. I will talk to you later then. I will see you. Feel free to let the Greenwood Company know. They know where to find me. Otherwise, my house is just down the street from where you were at. I can always come back later too, if anything.
Will do.
All right, perfect. And he goes and turns away. He stops for a brief moment, shakes his head, and proceeds to leave. Yeah.
All right, and then Lucius is gonna continue walking out into, I guess, the lobby area.
Okay. And I guess one by one, as you guys wake up, I mean, anything you guys are doing in the morning?
Eating.
Yeah, I'd probably clean up all my notes that are all over the floor before I go down to eat.
Stealing someone else's food?
Oh, that's typical.
Well, someone else in the party, not a stranger.
Just
I'm not that mean.
swat a cat off the counter.
What dare you
Lucius is
try?
giving you pieces.
I'll gladly share with the cats.
Hell yeah.
And then Lucius will bring up the whole Mr. Henry conversation.
Wait, you're telling me
That'd be a good idea.
with a mustache?
It's a dragonborn with a mustache. I mean, we did help him. He is offering
Awesome.
that vacant unit from his ex-tenant. I did tell him we would possibly speak to him later today and just give him an answer if we decide to take it or not. But it would be nice to have a place of our own than having to stay at an inn all the time.
I mean, I feel like I speak for myself and Mip on this when I don't think we really get an opinion here. I feel like we should leave the decision up to those of you who have the gold and have been spending it. It's kind of up to you guys.
Yeah.
We'll go wherever you guys go. You're stuck with us. And Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Sebastian, can I have some milk?
Right away.
Yes.
As you see him like running towards the kitchen, and after like a couple minutes, he comes back with like a bowl of milk, and he's like trying not to spill it, but hurry at the same time. And you see like the milk like kind of slosh like back and forth. A little bit of it like spills over onto his hand, but he like kind of ignores it as he like sets it down, right in front of you, in front of both of
I'll
you.
lick it off his hand. I'll lick it off his hand.
He kind of lets
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, of course,
did.
of course.
Sandpaper. And then I'll share the breakfast with Mip.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go over and thank Sebastian.
Of course, sir. Of
and
course.
partake.
If the place has enough room, it'd certainly be better for me, being is that I'm the only female that has to change clothes at any rate.
This is true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, well, how much is it per night at an inn compared to?
When's the
Right,
last
to the
time
mount,
any
you
one
know.
of us had a shower?
I mean, yeah, we've been on the road for how many weeks?
That's
Lucius
my
does the
problem.
armpit smell thing.
Our clothes will probably be getting
It's-
clingy now.
It's a little rank.
Guess
Well,
we
yeah,
aren't
like-
so
Living in an
pleasant at
inn
the moment.
permanently is probably not the most efficient for money.
That too. How much is an inn a night?
20, I think it was,
20.
for all of us.
That easily coops the cost. 500 a month, 600 a month. It's 100 gold less having a room. Like going and getting ourselves a place. So. And that's
Was Shani? Was that correct? The whole group, it was like 20 or something.
I think so. Gosh, I
don't remember.
Now we gotta.
I don't know if it was like 5 a person or whatever it was. I don't know.
I mean, either way.
Then that would have been 25 or 30. It'd still be more expensive.
It's cheaper to get a room, so I think it's a good idea.
Or get a house.
Yeah, a house. That's what I meant. It's more expensive than buying rooms at motels.
Inns over and over again, yeah.
Inns, motels,
We
hotels,
could
whatever.
also use it as a base of operations in case we get split up for whatever reason.
Yeah, we just know where to go back to. I mean, it's also a storage place for all our stuff, so we don't always have to have it in our cart.
Exactly.
Which could make it so then we can travel faster too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially if we eventually
Oh,
get
yeah.
one of those flying airships we see outside.
That'd be something.
That would be something.
Or we get
I
our
think it'd
own,
be a good
probably
idea.
smaller one. I'll be down with it. I mean, maybe we can
Okay.
talk them into charging us a little less, but
You guys have been
I mean-
hearing the talk outside.
The talk?
what thought?
Oh.
The people on the
Fires?
corner from the papers.
Oh, yes.
I must have missed it.
Oh.
All right.
thought
I heard
heard
some
the rumor about
shouting, but-
theft.
A theft?
Yeah. Wasn't
Oh,
that
I'm
what
sure
they were
there's-
yelling?
Plenty of theft around a city this big, and I'm sure there's a reward for it as well. So maybe that's something we could pick up.
We
Yeah,
could.
maybe.
I mean, we are gonna need
We're gonna need
currency
money.
to rent
that's-
out this space. So
I mean, worst case scenario,
we are gonna have to do jobs.
We could go to work, so help out on the ships.
Yeah.
Yes, we could always go ship to ship and go places.
I mean, we can also take caravan protection duties.
That's also a good idea.
I mean, we still got to get to the desert at some point.
I mean,
Yes, we do.
we can do that next week or something.
Yeah.
Give it a week or two. Give our bodies a rest from the road.
Maybe building a little reputation for Blightwardens.
Yeah.
Too.
Get something for this town. Maybe it'll end up being the thing where we always get called on.
That would be helpful.
We head to Mr. Henry's. Now that y'all mention it, I am starting to notice the smell of us.
Yeah, I think if we can get that room and have some showers.
I just wonder if we're gonna have our own or do we have to share one? That's
share
gonna take a while.
bathroom. I mean,
Yeah.
what? It takes an hour and a half. We gotta pay a little bit of a water bill.
Eh,
I mean, you could always
Like all
just jump in
places,
the river.
we could see if there could be modifications too. So
We'll see. Don't exactly know what he has. I mean, unless it's that house that we were at before.
I think it was, wasn't it?
we'll find out.
Very well could be that place.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just freed up after all.
Oh boy. 1-story house, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
With a cellar.
Yeah,
We'll
where
see.
some tourists- you guys can live in a place together, and I'll be the only one who needs to have like a hotel room.
No, we can. The secondary
find.
room. We can always make that a bedroom.
Yeah, true.
Get some bunk beds. Someone can sleep. I can sleep on the couch. I'm used to it.
We'll see. We'll see what he has.
Hammock and I'm fine.
We'll see what he has.
Well, Mitch will hold up his sign saying that he'll be happy with a hammock.
Well, I'm sure you would.
I mean,
With
how
your
many of us
background, you
need
probably
to-
slept in one for how many years?
How many of us need to sleep? 6 of us? 5 of us. Someone else's bed or otherwise, so
We'll probably sleep on one of our heads when we're walking.
do that. All we really need is 2 more beds. 'Cause I can sleep on a couch. Lucius and Kane, you could probably share a room.
I mean,
Mitch
let's just figure
could-
this out once we get a place.
I think it is that building, though.
We'll find out. Let's go ask him.
Let's go do that.
Okay. As you guys leave the Gilded Swan and you head down towards Mr. Henry's, 2 things. One, you notice an increased presence of guards, especially as you get closer down into like this area. As the Temple of the First Dawn is right here. So you notice a very huge increased presence of guards. You also happen to see a very particular guard. I have to pull up, because I think I have his information. I think. Oh God, I hope I do.
Also, have we heard any descriptions of the thief?
No, you have not heard any descriptions of the thief. Whoops, wrong one. I need this over here. There we go.
There's a few footprints too, which is probably a good thing.
Here we go. So you see amongst a bunch of the guards, you see I guess for lack of a better word, a knight. He is in shining golden armor that is softly emanating a constant light. There are many different patterns of rays of sun, and he has a glowing halo-like crest on his helmet. He's wearing the helmet also is kind of like what you would think of like a standard. I don't know the typical name of it, but it's, I guess to put it lightly, it's kind of like a bucket. You know, it's like a very rounded helmet with like just a thin slit for where the eyes are at. And it's got like a glowing halo essentially around it. He's got a long white cape, and he has a giant greatsword. And the greatsword has, at the very base of it, kind of like where the hilt meets the blade, a giant sun shooting out from it. And it seems to be glowing with like a dim light as well. Cormac, you instantly recognize this individual, being very familiar with the law. You recognize that this is one of the judges, and this is more specifically the Judge Alaric, the Lightbringer. You know that these judges are like, they're more than just like a typical judge executioner. They are the final say of the law. If they deem that you are worthy of death, they will inflict that death on. There is no second guessing their decisions. And clearly, they are here to help investigate what has happened here at the First Dawn. You see him just off in the distance communicating with a bunch of the temple guards. You can see that some of them are fearful as they are being interviewed by this judge. The second thing that you all notice as you get closer to the residence, you see another pillar of black smoke that is coming from the southwest. Yes, southwest. And this pillar of smoke is much larger and is. It seems to be much closer than the last pillar of smoke that you saw the previous day. As it seems to be coming from the other side of the marketplace. As you get closer to the residence, you see Mr. Henry strolling about. You see that he has a walking cane, and he is leisurely just walking about, enjoying the beautiful day that is here. Though you see him looking up at the giant pillar of black smoke, both hands resting on the cane as he just kind of peers up, looking up at it in thought.
Specifically, I don't really know him that much. I kind of had to step away yesterday.
All right,
And Lucius?
Lucius said he would be right back.
Oh.
Brain's halfway shutting off.
I know it's 9:30. We could cut it off right there if we'd like.
Yeah, probably.
Could always do that.
Okay. Yeah, we can cut it off. We can pick
Yeah,
up.
Can you remember which was?
We can always pick it up. The resident stuff if you'd like. Otherwise, we can always save that the bartering for the next session. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, so I did put
We could always do a mini next week.
I'd have to take a look at what my schedule would look like.
Oh,
Someone else's schedule.
Lucius is back.
Oh, Lucius is back.
Fair enough.
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Who's gonna talk to Mr. Henry?
That'll be me.
Guess we both could. I'm sorry, my brain was just shutting off there. I couldn't think.
All good. So in case you didn't hear Lucius, Mr. Henry was kind of out about doing his stroll, and you seen him with his cane on, two hands on his cane, looking up at the giant pillar of black smoke that was pillaring up from what appears to be the other side of the marketplace.
Will we continue here, or will we coming to a stop?
I mean, we could.
Oh, sorry, we're at. Sorry.
I'd
Thought I
say,
heard
yeah.
something.
Yeah, we were talking about potentially leaving it here and stopping, and kind of if we wanted to do the bartering for the next session, or I mean, because either way, I mean, it's like 9:30 right now, so I don't know what everyone's schedule is like. Because then we could do bartering next session, any shopping next session. Then I guess whatever else you guys want to do
Yeah,
here in town.
we're okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down
Yeah,
with that.
that's cool.
Someone has to take me shopping for a disguised self.
I mean, you guys are halfway to the marketplace already, so yeah, we could definitely do that.
Someone needs to talk about their new appearance.
Yeah,
Um,
do that next
You can't
session.
disguise self other people. That's not how the spell works.
Yeah, I just need it like
To not
20%.
forget about,
Yeah.
to not forget
Sorry.
about that artifact.
yes,
What artifact?
you're right.
No, this is not a character. I do not say this out loud. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write down that I have to remember.
Never there.
I did put the link for the incarnate map in the chat. So for anyone that has that and wants to I'll you guys can edit it around. Like I just put that in there. So like I said, we could do the whole bartering next session, or if you guys want to do that like off stream, or we could just say yeah, that part was taken care of. So you could just dive right into shopping and stuff, and then you guys could take the time to. Essentially, what my plan is that you guys can redesign it. There might be an additional cost to redesigning because you're remodeling. So
Buying things.
yeah, and I want you guys to be able to have that freedom of what that space can look like. And then there is a cellar as well. It would be about the same size, so you could essentially think of 2 stories. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could probably turn it into
I've got an idea.
What?
Could always put up some extra walls, make another bedroom, make that a storage room with the basement, or the cellar being another storage room, the cellar being another basement. Oh my god. Yeah, the basement can be another basement,
We just make walls for each of it, or rooms for each of us, or
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
don't know if we have enough room for individual rooms.
Or another thought is turn the quote unquote basement into instead of it being a ladder going down, making it stairs.
staircase.
Mm-hmm. And having it just be 2 floors.
Opening up that corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah.
perfect
Could be art.
bedroom for Cormac. The basement. Nice and dark, like he liked it.
Exactly. But I need a way out
can-
really quickly, just in case shit hits the fan. So maybe I'll dig a hole.
We'll have to make some
30
cellar
feet
doors
underground.
for you so you can
It,
sneak out.
looks like there's
whenever
a
you
street
want.
grate.
It's a street grate.
Yeah, street grate. I guess I could just
Yeah,
dig
there's one in
that
the
way
street, so
for
maybe it goes
Oh.
that way.
long.
We all float down
He
here.
goes into
Come
the
right
sewer
out of the
system.
sewer.
Yeah.
That could be our base of operations. Then when
He'll
we're not
come out of
there,
the sewers
rent it
with,
out.
holding a red balloon.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I just gotta paint my face white. I
Ah.
have a disguise kit. No, I got a forgery and a thieves' tools.
Well, I was not sure what to expect for today.
Later,
I was
maybe.
not expecting a heist to happen, so that was interesting.
Well, you gave me the option.
I did. I just wasn't quite sure if you were going to go that route or something completely different. But yeah. I guess we'll kind of save that stuff for what happens next. Couple ideas. I'm very interested what'll happen to you guys together. But stars and wishes.
Star. Amazing narrating today.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
I loved the
You always do
music.
a good job, but
Yes,
So immersive. It's great.
that was cool, man.
Yeah, stars to Shaney.
Was the
I like
song
more of that.
loud? Because it
Everyone
runs through my
through, like, inns or
microphone.
pubs or whatever. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it runs through my microphone, so I don't know if it's too loud or not, or if
No.
if I drown it out or
it
vice
wasn't
versa.
say too loud.
Okay.
Just like background.
It was nice, yeah. I feel like
Okay.
collectively we just donate our stars to Shaney today.
Mm-hmm.
Stars and wishes. It's like all wrapped up into one. It's just Shady, keep doing your shit.
Okay, thank you.
That was a nice.
And I wish we could play tomorrow.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. I'll try and come up because my
Always with the same wish, Zelios.
my hope, my
Thanks
wish,
here every time.
I guess, I want to say is that my wish is that I can come up with some great jobs for you all to really come together. Like, I really liked how Turtle, Mip, and Cormac were able to like work together to like do this job. So my hope is that I can come up with some jobs where you guys are able to do some of that stuff all together as a party. And like maybe even have separate phases where, you know, maybe you guys case the joint first and then like come up with a plan, try and execute the plan. The plan does not go according to plan, and you end up going through plan C through D through E and K, and like chaos happens. So that's my only wish for myself.
Good
So
or bad?
yes.
I'm just down to. I'm just happy to be included.
So that is my wish, and
I got a wish too.
yes.
I can't wait to these monologue token redeem things.
Yeah.
I low-key kind of forgot about it, and I was about to use one. What? So okay, the monologue thing, is that we get one every session, or
Yes. So
what was the rules on that again?
yep. So here, I want to test something though, just to make sure that it works, because I don't know if it is. I'm just gonna. But
Wow,
listen
D&D
here.
monologue is 50,000.
So
Almost want to know exactly the
50,000.
crazy thoughts behind
dang, it didn't work. So
when they were in a heist.
yeah, so these are the rules of the monologue tokens. So the monologue tokens, all of you players individually, you each get one at the beginning of every session. So, and you don't have to redeem it on Twitch. You could just say like, I want to use my monologue token, or etc. That one is just free for you guys to use. It's for any character. So like in that instance, when like let's say for example,
Oh, I like that.
I'm trying to think of like a great example from this session. When Cormac came back, and
What?
like maybe everyone was like kind of like wondering of like, oh, what's Cormac thinking about with, you know, what's on his mind. It's just like a monologue, and so like you guys could use it. So like Karami could use her monologue token on Cormac, and then Cormac would have a moment of monologue where he just openly talks about what his character is thinking, how he feels about what just transpired, etc. Now this is a monologue, so you characters can't hear it. It's all internally, you know, kind of like the noir scenes where they, yeah. Where they just walk out and they're like, yeah, she was a dame here, and she came in here and said this, and she needed my help, and I was always there. She can always tell me what to do. You know, like, yeah. So everyone gets one for free at the beginning of every session.
So, quick question. Monologue. Does that mean it could be, like, let's say someone redeems one for my character in that instance? Is, like, I could have a vocal monologue or an internal monologue?
So it would be like an internal monologue. So like you would tell it to every one of us, so we'd all get to hear it, but it'd just kind of give us a little bit more about your character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you, I guess, well, I wouldn't say that you could speak it out loud.
I was meaning like the character thinking of it and I just say it out loud, or the character saying it in character.
Nope, the character is thinking it, you
like
say it out loud.
Everyone's asking.
Yeah.
Like, thinking it, saying it out loud.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Makes sense.
That's dope.
Nope.
It was a unique idea that I saw, and I was like, ooh, I like this because I'd like to hear more about your characters and what they're kind of thinking, and it kind of is nice for other people to kind of hear about it too. But yeah, I'm excited that we are getting to this point where you guys are going to have like a little quote-unquote base of operations, and hopefully that will also help open up some, not internal monologue, but open up like more interaction, of like, oh, I see that Kane, you're working on this type of thing, tell me more about it, and then because he has his own workbench and he starts tinkering on things, or Mist starts tying knots in the corner to hang up his hammock, and then you find out that oh, he was a sailor and this is where he learned to tie that knot or something, something crazy. Kind of hoping for a lot of that stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm mildly terrified for anyone to use that on Turtle.
Yeah.
Everyone use it on Turtle.
I have a feeling that my monologue is gonna have two voices.
It's like 4 bugs in a row.
I just get two voices because the Blight is just having a conversation with me in my head.
Yeah, your voice and your inner voice.
It's fine. We're all friends in
It's
here.
all fine.
Fucking Gollum.
Schizophrenic.
The party will. They're gonna know exactly what Turtle's thinking about.
The human.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping a lot from the players.
But Shani, earlier you were saying, make plan. You were thinking, at least I think, make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, and throw away the plan.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that Captain Boomerang from The Flash?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
Gosh, I know that.
I'm not even a little bit ashamed that I could pinpoint that immediately.
It was.
Awesome.
But yes, that's my wish, because I personally love having the team work together to do stuff like that, and so my wish is that I can come up with some of those jobs for you guys, especially since it was brought up about oh, maybe we stay here for a week and kind of make a name for ourselves. So that tells me what I need to start working on.
Yeah, gives you some...
What's that person's name?
Oh God, no!
What's that
please.
random NPC's name? What's
Oh,
that
no.
person's name? What's that guard's name?
Oh, no, I'm gonna need a random name generator.
What is that guy's child's best friend's name?
He doesn't have one.
Gerald.
Jerry.
No, not Jerry. Gerald.
Nameless.
Warners.
Oh
He's
no,
an
did he die
emo.
in child birth? Gerald.
Oh, my Lanta. All right. Let me take a look at the calendar here. I think we should be fine. Calendar, show up. Where are you? Okay, they don't like. There we go. 24th. Yeah, I think I should be fine. Yeah, so 2 weeks, we'll have another episode. It'll be shopping / bartering base type of stuff, and potentially more jobs. And we'll kind of just go
Don't
from
know
there.
what we're doing in 4 days.
4 days!